looking for my daddy. I miss my daddy.
Invisible Cat, The Life of Chi. Chapter 3 by Kazimbo Ijelu, Grade 7. Chi dusted himself off from the heat of the battle still pulsing through his veins. As he straightened, a butterfly, delicate and indecent, fluttered past his vision. Its wings shimmered like stained glass, catching the light in hues of sapphire and gold. He raised his eyebrow, surprised. Then he grinned. "Ah, I get it," he murmured. The butterfly drifted ahead, weaving through a narrow passageway carved from celestial marble. Chi followed, his steps light, almost reverent. The air here was different, cool, fragrant, humming with divine energy. To the left, then to the right, then up a spiraling staircase that seemed to float midair, each step glowing faintly beneath his feet. At the top, the butterfly came to a rest gently against the corridor wall, bathed in soft golden light. Chi mirrored its stillness, pressing himself into the shadows. Moments later, a squad of guardian angels marched past. Round off, 1, 2, round off, 3, 4, 1, 2, round down, bring it on down, 3, 4, bring it on down, 3, 4, bring it on down, 3, 4, round off, 1, 2, 3, 4, round off, 3, 4, round down, bring it on down, 3, 4, bring it on down. Wings, folded light, eyes forward. Chi turned his head away, just enough to blur his presence. They passed without a glance. A cool technique he'd mastered back on the block, dodging cops, slipping through alleyways, vanishing into crowds. Now that same street wisdom cloaked him in invisibility among the gods. The corridor ahead beckoned, silent, sacred, beautiful. And Chi walked it like he belonged. The air here was different. Hat whack! Cool. The life of Chi, channeling tough with divine energy fire. To the left, then to the right, then up a spiraling staircase that seemed to float midair.
The warrior's path, not lost, but found in the abyss. Not lost, but found in the abyss, I rise, a warrior bound to love, facing the void. This guide is an invitation to embark on a journey within, where we confront inner conflicts, embrace the inner judge, and explore the realms of subjective and objective experience. It's about discovering order within yourself to navigate the world's complex layers with clarity. Through each page, we dive into understanding the warrior spirit, not through force, but through love, courage, and a harmonious approach to both inner and outer worlds. Expect to meet the depths of your own being and the profound wisdom of self-integration as we unravel what it means to walk the path of the true warrior, the triad of transformation. Before exploring the warrior's path, let's first look at the journey of self-actualization, realization, and integration, from the magician's creative spark to the sage's wisdom, and ultimately to the warrior's balanced strength. Magician 1.0, the self-actualized. The magician represents the journey of self-actualization. Here, one explores, discovers, and embraces their unique potential, drawing energy from creativity and the boundless curiosity of youth. This is the stage of playing with chaos, taking risks, and allowing mistakes to be the stepping stones to personal growth. Sage 2.0, the self-realized. The sage embodies self-realization, transcending the ego and embracing the wisdom of stillness and surrender. This is the realm of insight, where the lessons learned by the magician are distilled into understanding, guiding the sage to see beyond individual identity and connect with universal truth. Warrior 3.0, the self-integrated. The warrior embodies self-integration, where enlightenment meets the practical world. Having united the magician's life force, Shakti, with the sage's wisdom, Shiva, the warrior is guided by the heart, allowing love to be the compass of every action. Grounded yet aware, the warrior bridges earth and sky, bringing higher consciousness into daily life. Every illusion fades, neti neti, for apart from love, only love endures. Love always wins. A path of inner and outer strength. A warrior is often thought of as one engaged in warfare or conflict, yet the true essence of the warrior extends far beyond the battlefield. A warrior is one who engages in struggle, not only with external foes, but with internal forces. A warrior's journey is one of personal development, evolving to uplift and expand consciousness through trials and self-discovery. To be a warrior is to walk the path of courage, balance, and mastery of self, transforming one's deepest fears and conflicts into wisdom and strength. The meaning and origin of the warrior. The term warrior is derived from the Old North French word wehayor, meaning one who fights. This archetype has appeared in cultures across history, often representing a figure who embodies strength, resilience, and purpose. In Native American traditions, the warrior held a sacred role, charged with defending not just the tribe, but also its values, spirit, and harmony. Native American wisdom teaches that to be a warrior is not simply to fight, but to protect, to serve, and to uphold a connection with the natural world. Warriors were often symbolized by the eagle, a creature that flies higher than any other, symbolizing vision, spirit, and freedom. The eagle represents a warrior's ability to soar above challenges and to see life from a higher perspective, embodying both the fierce and the spiritual aspects of the warrior path. The warrior archetype and inner conflict. As a psychological and mystical archetype, the warrior represents an aspect of ourselves that confronts challenges and pursues growth. Warriors face inner conflicts that arise from fear, doubt, and the shadow aspects of the psyche. Inner conflict is a struggle between opposing desires, beliefs, or emotions that reside within. This duality is a natural part of the human experience, yet it can lead to suffering if it remains unaddressed. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. Carl Jung. To become a true warrior is to face and integrate this inner darkness, not through force but through understanding. In the mystical view, the warrior must learn to observe and honor all aspects of themselves, dissolving inner conflict with compassion and self-awareness. Through love, a warrior acknowledges each part of the self rather than waging war against it, allowing conflicts to dissolve as understanding deepens. Subjective and objective experience. In psychological terms, subjective experience is personal and unique to each individual. It encompasses thoughts, emotions, and perceptions shaped by personal beliefs and past experiences. The objective experience, on the other hand, is the shared reality we observe with others, the external world in which events and actions unfold. A warrior engages with both realms. They transform through subjective experiences such as inner conflict or emotional struggle, while grounding their actions in the objective world. To illustrate, consider a diamond. In its essence, the diamond is clear, and light passing through it appears white. However, as the light refracts, it reveals a spectrum of colors. Similarly, the warrior's consciousness is pure and whole, yet it reflects many facets through subjective experience. By exploring these aspects, a warrior learns to see both the colors and the light, integrating subjective insights into the objective reality of daily life. To clarify subjective and objective experience, consider a person climbing a mountain. The subjective experience is their personal journey, their thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations as they face the climb, the fear, the excitement, or the fatigue. The objective experience, however, is the mountain itself, the terrain, the weather, and everything shared by all climbers on that path. Each climber's subjective experience is unique, but the mountain, the objective reality, remains unchanged in that moment. However, even the objective experience can shift as we discover more about it. Scientific understanding, for example, continually evolves. We learn new things about mountains, from their geological formation to the ecosystems they support, which were once unknown. Yet, the ultimate truth is greater than both subjective and objective experiences. The full reality of the mountain is not just the climb itself, or even what we observe from afar. It includes its entire existence, its ancient history, unseen layers, and its interconnection with the Earth systems. This truth extends beyond what we can see or study, holding mysteries that transcend both our personal and shared understanding. In this way, truth is a vast, ever unfolding reality that encompasses everything we know and much that we have yet to discover. Similarly, a warrior recognizes that their subjective and objective experiences are only parts of a much larger reality. By seeing beyond the limitations of personal views or shared realities, they open themselves to a truth that is vast, interconnected, and beyond individual understanding. A truth that continually guides them toward deeper wisdom, power of gentle strength. In facing
In doing so, you gain the power to overcome. Patience keeps you steady through the failures, while consistency ensures that each failure becomes a lesson. That each failure becomes a step closer to mastery. A step closer to mastery. Responsibility demands that
the warrior does not employ brute force. Fighting internal battles with aggression can only lead to fragmentation, bitterness, and suffering. Instead, the warrior cultivates self-compassion, patience, and understanding. The Buddhist master, Thich Nhat Hanh, once said, "To be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself." The warrior learns to accept every part of themselves, even the parts that are frightened, angry, or in pain. Sometimes, the warrior simply observes inner conflict, allowing it to dissolve through awareness alone. In other instances, the warrior gently engages with inner divisions, nurturing them with love and understanding until they transform. This path requires both strength and tenderness. Through practices like meditation, breathwork, exercise, nature walks, cold and hot showers, and mantra, the warrior focuses the mind, calms inner noise, and brings harmony to the inner world. Meditation helps the warrior observe without judgment. Exercise channels energy in a constructive way. Cold and hot showers build resilience and bring clarity. Mantras quiet the mind and provide focus. Nature walks ground the warrior, connecting them to the natural rhythm and restoring inner balance. The warrior does not harshly command their inner conflicts to be quiet. Instead, they approach these conflicts with patience, listening, and compassion. A true warrior knows that they cannot silence or reject parts of themselves. Instead, they learn to unify them, honoring each part with awareness and understanding. For example, in a moment of anger, the warrior doesn't suppress the emotion or allow it to take control. Instead, they take a deep breath, feel the emotion fully, and use its energy with intention. This might mean responding with assertiveness, communicating firmly and clearly without aggression. Assertiveness, unlike impulsive reaction,
Which led some brother called on the radio say, "Man, you saying some stuff, man, you must be one of them fallen angels." I say, "You damn right. That's what I was saying on the fucking show." We are the fallen angels. That's why in the movie Fallen, Denzel Washington ended up becoming Azazel. Azazel is nothing but the god Tahuti. You see what I'm saying? The god Tahuti, which later on becomes John and Elijah in the Bible. So it just depends on where you're from. So Azazel, so that's the reason why he ended up being Azazel. You're looking at shit as evil, but the reason why they're doing that is all because of the simple fact that they're trying to get it in your mind not to rise.
is the ability to stand in one's truth with calm strength, setting boundaries and expressing needs in a balanced way. At times, the warrior might channel inner tension through exercise, a walk in nature, or physical movement, allowing the energy to flow and release. Other times, the only option may be to sit with the discomfort, feeling its heat and intensity, and letting the universe transmute it naturally. In these moments, the warrior practices surrender with patience, embracing the present as it unfolds. Patience is an act of letting go, a quiet contentment with life's timing, even when it doesn't match our expectations. By trusting that difficult emotions will transform naturally, the warrior finds peace in the rhythm of life as it is. A warrior's wisdom lies in knowing when to apply each tool, when breath work or movement is needed, when assertiveness is the answer, and when stillness is the only path forward. Through experience and inner discernment, a warrior learns to listen deeply, allowing each tool to serve its purpose in the right moment, integrating all energies into a harmonious and balanced self. A warrior knows that love and understanding are the ultimate conquerors of inner division. Only love can truly heal and transform. Ram Dass. In the heart of the warrior lies a love so profound that every illusion, every conflict, can dissolve into it. In the end, the warrior realizes that love is not just the path, but the destination, the unifying force that transforms conflict into peace and duality into wholeness. A warrior's understanding. Engaging in outer conflict Shouting and showing anger are often easy responses. They stem from our most primal instincts, our monkey mind. People who rely on loudness and aggression, reacting impulsively instead of responding thoughtfully, may appear strong. But in reality, this behavior reveals a lack of inner depth. A warrior understands that this need for dominance and aggression often points to inner emptiness, a place where genuine strength and resilience are missing. As Lao Tzu wisely said, "Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power." This understanding allows the warrior to look upon such individuals not with judgment or hate, but with compassion. The warrior recognizes that each person is on their own journey and that some paths are still far from self-mastery. Knowing that life is the greatest teacher, the warrior trusts that with time experience, these individuals may come to learn what cannot be taught through force, but only through introspection. In psychology, dominance is sometimes categorized by archetypes such as the alpha, beta, and omega. The alpha tends to be dominant, often leading through control, while the beta may follow, more passive, finding safety in submission. The omega, however, walks a different path, carrying confidence without needing to prove themselves or seek validation from others. The warrior aligns with the omega archetype, understanding that true power